Oh. Why are you up? Oh, right, because of the 999 stream. I'm really, like... I don't do the... Obviously, like, I don't do, the story-focused streams during the week. Like, that's generally, like... The way I've been thinking about it, really, is, like... During the week is just whatever the hell takes my fancy. Friday nights are a bit more chill. It might just be whatever I'm playing at the time, or 14, whatever. But, like, the weekend is set aside for the, like, long-ass story games that I'm going to sit and talk about for ages. Because it gives me a lot more room to kind of, make sure that I spend enough time on the things I want to talk about and things like that. Doing that during the week, it's just, like, I have a pretty strict time limit. On the weekends, I can go as long as I want, if I want to go that long. So when those streams get cancelled, I actually get really, really sad, because those are kind of my favorite streams at the moment. Like, going through the Ace Attorney games, going through, Zero Escape games. Like, yeah, it always sucks to not be able to stream those. During the week, I could... whatever. I can make it up Monday, Tuesday. Like, if I don't stream Tuesday, I could do it on Wednesday. If I don't stream Thursday, I could just extend it into Friday. Like, there are options. When it comes to the weekend, no. Nah. I don't get that. So I got some gear. Whoop, that's the wrong button. There we go. I got some gear because I had some currency laying around, that I really wasn't using for anything else. So, we should be good to go for any old level 50 dungeon, I feel. Oh, and that'll also give me more poetics. Nice. So, yeah. Just hit any random level 50s. I'm pretty sure you can't hit main scenario with these. I think. I actually don't know now that I think about it. Oh, that reminds me. I need to do a thing before we move on too fast. Put on my bars. And... give them places on my cooldown bar that makes sense. So yeah, I'm just gonna do, like, maybe bash out a few Dark Knight levels. We'll see how much XP I've actually stocked up, because if I haven't stocked up too much, then maybe I'll pass that along for now. Okay, I think you are going to be all the way on the right, because you're, like, a huge cooldown. I actually don't have these organized by cooldown either, which is probably not a good idea. They also fit into all weird categories too. You know what? I might do that. So that's just all my straight up mitigation and the big living CD. This is an AoE thing for parties, and yeah, the rest is a bit more offensive, but stuff I need to look at. So I actually completely forgot that I had Dark Mind. I think I'm pretty sure I assigned it to a button, but in the last stream I just never used it. And granted, it's like magic damage only, so... like, it's not all damage, therefore I probably need to be a bit more careful with it, so the fact that I wasn't actually using it's not as big a deal as, like, just missing something like Shadow Wall, but... yeah. I still feel bad that I actually missed out on that entirely, though, because... oh no. Is this Sestasha? Oh, it is. Sestasha Hard. Oh god, I forgot I had this in my queue. Oh, well. Guess we're testing me out for real. So this will be interesting. God, I do not remember how Oh, they were all stunned. Shit. Right. I was not watching that correctly. Okay. We're doing pretty good. Like, I think the thing is that with the hard 50 dungeons specifically, I don't think sprouts can just run into them. So, like, generally speaking, you're gonna get people who've done these before. I think I missed that. Fuck. Also, I think that samurai is, like, really keen to pull harder, so I'll be able to do that. I guess it depends, like... Again, it has been a while since I've done this dungeon, so... I don't want to pull a stupid amount of shit and then regret it. We should be good with this, I think. They got it. Next time I'm gonna pick some specific bosses. I don't think I want to do too many hard dungeons. I feel like that's gonna be a bad idea. This. Oh, that's right, I get stunned. Well, actually, that's probably better that that happened to me than anyone else. I forget if I can actually resist that or not. Oh. We both stunned each other. That's pretty good. Oh, that was dumb. Oh, okay, no. I'm definitely not doing that. We are most definitely not pulling into that other pack. That is a fucking bad idea. There's one thing I do remember about this dungeon, and it's these next two pulls. You know what? I ain't fucking with it. It's actually easier than I remember, but then again, I think this group is actually, like, really good, so... Oh, Jesus. Oh, no. I completely forget how that fucking dungeon works. Oh, right. Obviously, I can't get that. It's a healing ring. Really gotta, like, ease up on the reprisals. I feel like I'm a bit too trigger happy with them. Okay, that was a little easier than I remember. Nice. Alright. I'm gonna hand pick some of these, just because. Yes, no cloak. Oh. Honestly, I'd do that again. Who am I kidding? And I mean, I could just do all the hard ones just to get the, tombstones, but I don't, like, super need them. I don't know. We'll just keep to the easy ones. Now, we can go to... Actually, we should be able to go to... Hang on. Falcon's Nest. Okay, I didn't have, like, all of the XP that I could have at this point. I think this is all just 50s? Yeah, alright, cool. I'll be interested to see whether or not I notice a big change in the time between levels. The thing was with Black Mage, and, like, obviously it's different leveling through the MSQs and stuff, because you're kind of delayed by, the main story quests not giving you, a lot of XP and stuff like that. So it is a bit harder to kind of zero in on, like, do I burn through a level as quick as I do sub 50? Once I get to the expansions? And especially with Black Mage, the last character I actually leveled besides, something... Well, Black Mage being, like, the first, like, alt class, or alt job I leveled, and doing it from 50 onwards on stream, like, it's hard to, like, gauge whether or not that was, like, a super... actually, who's the healer? Victoria Valentine. No, you're Sprout. Why is... Bard taking a nap? There we go. So yeah, like, I'm curious if the, pacing between the, job quests, especially now that I've got Tank here, is going to be much different. Because obviously we went through 30 to 50, this Dark Knight, so it's going to be, like, a better comparison point. Actually, this was my last opportunity to do that, because the rest of them are pretty dangerous. Hi. Excuse me, sir? Dark. Fuck. Well, we are killing the boss pretty quickly, so hopefully it's not a big issue. We just got an extra stack. Can you actually deal dot? Oh. Why did I get one last time? That's weird. Just kill the boss. Just kill the boss. There we go. Do I already have one of those? I think I might have a better one, honestly. Why did you stun that in the AoE? Damn it. Actually, shit, that didn't last long. Oh, I guess, no, it's 10 seconds. That's not super short. I guess I just wasn't paying attention. Okay, actually remember how to do this boss now. I think it was during the Path of Exile stream I did that I did this dungeon and couldn't for the life of me remember what the deal was. I remember what it is now. Oh, don't move out. Okay, thank you. Oh my god. Oh god. Wait, what? Wait, how the fuck did that happen? Wait, is the Dragoon? Why are you... Stop that. Fucker. Oh, thank you. Okay. Take this snowball. Not... Oh my god, the fucking Dragoon keeps doing it. God damn it. Buddy, you can't be doing that. Now we can do this. No. Oh, wait, I shouldn't have done that. That's like not a good thing to do on JP. Fuck, I forgot about that. please, just thank you. Oh, right. I forgot about you. Actually forgot if you could interrupt that or not, so I thought I'd test that before doing the stun. Which I now probably will not have for the next one. Which kind of blows. Oh, actually, maybe the cast is long enough. There we go. Please let me someone pick that up. Oh my god. Y'all. It was right there. Oh, here we go. Healer taking a hit. Hey, new skill. How's it going? I'm finally adjusting to my jet lag. Jeez. It's good, like, what, 2 weeks? Oh, actually, that sounds pretty reasonable, I'm not gonna lie. All things considered. Believe in y'all, hell yeah. We do it. okay. Honestly, it's been a bit, so... Eagle did well. They deserve that. Caught your level 50 Dark Knight quest, and via live odds. Oh, that's good. Yeah. I'm still upset that I couldn't stream yesterday. I was really fucking looking forward to that. Especially where I left off, too. Because, like, you had just had a vision of something. And, because it was getting late and that was so dramatic, I was like, alright, we're leaving it there. I didn't really plan on, not streaming that next day, but... It was a good crunch. It sure was. Well, I would say that's the stream thoroughly tested. Do I want to keep going? And, like, maybe do Strikers Thursday and Friday? You know what? Fuck it. I'm in a rhythm with this. We'll do it. We'll keep going. I think that's one of the things I learnt over the last, like, year or so of streaming. Is just, like, especially if it's like, oh, I don't really feel like a longer stream, and then you do end up feeling like a longer stream, like, don't just stick to not doing a longer stream because you said you would. Just go with it and muddy up the, timetable instead. Yeah, talk back. No! Fuck off. Okay, we got a healer that is looking pretty confident, so you know what? Let's do some fucking pulls. I think that should be enough. Looks like we got the DPS for it too. Wall-to-wall time, baby! Not quite wall-to-wall. Although, I mean, fucking Astrologian's going for it. that dull hand if I, like, jump over here right now? Yeah, that dull hand. Alright. So, if you wouldn't mind, here. Flood of Darkness to pull. Yeah, I really should do it more often. The problem is that it, like, just because of its narrow cone and the, MP cost, that, like, it feels like it's not worth it a lot of the time. Over just, like, face first running into the pack and, unleashing. I was using blood weapon again. That was the wrong mitigation that I wanted to use. Let's interrupt that, eh? I can't. Flood of Darkness to seal the deal. It is very contextual. That is very true. Oh, shit. Hang on. Is everyone here? Alright, we good. Can't remember what the pulls are like here, actually. Now that I think about it. It's in the next... Oh, that's not too bad. We'll do that. That's the fucking one. So we fall on the ground there, or was I seeing things? You know what? We're just gonna do this. Yeah, because I don't have all of my mitigations on down. Oh, honestly, I probably could have ran and I would have had Shadow Wall up by then, but... Fucking don't, asshole. Where are we going after this? Oh fuck, I don't remember where to go here. Oh, right, we're going over this way. No, I in fact cannot line that up. Do you want a second for Mana Bud? That might not be a bad idea. Oh, I remember which demon wall you are now. Wow. I was getting fucking destroyed. Ah. Doesn't... You still have arm's length. Oh, yeah, I realize that. But arm's length doesn't do too as much. I thought for sure that didn't knock you back based on your relative position to the boss. Am I thinking of a different... No, I'm thinking of the demon wall that's the book. That does the thing where it blows you back and then tries to open and you run past it. Yeah, Great Google Library demon. That's the one I was thinking of. So I was like, I don't think that's how you're supposed to work. But no, in fact, that's exactly how that monster works. Okay, I appreciate the balls on this healer until they start taking melee hits before I do. Wanna pull, motherfucker? Let's fucking pull. Wow, that succubus is being a fucking pain in the ass. Whatever. She'll follow. Oh, what the hell? I can't believe I just ran out of MP. I did not... Why did I hit that? Oh, for fuck's sake. I thought we could have sneaked past. I like to pair arm's length with reprisal. Yeah. Because they're both, like, kind of light, and by themselves don't do a lot. Oh, shit. Okay, now we're good. Let's go. Oh, I'm slow. You suck. Oh no. Ooh. Didn't get bobbed. Fuck is... Oh, shit. Oh, well. Whatever. It didn't do shit to me, so who cares? Oh no, I'm slow. Damn it. I couldn't give them the recommendation. Or the commendation, rather. That healer is on fire. Holy fuck. Ew, that ninja just dropped the AoE puddle on single target. That's what you're meant to do, isn't it? Pretty sure that's what you're meant to do. Wait, actually, hold on. No. What am I doing? Doesn't 51 give me a dungeon? It does. Thought I was right. Forgot about that. You can D1 pre-pull, but it's a DPS loss mid-fight. Oh. Oh, okay. Oh, maybe, like, I don't know. Listen. It wouldn't surprise me if someone was just like so I've been that in the past where, I understand the opener, right? But if I don't do the opener correctly or I forget something, I'm just going to drop it anyway, even if it doesn't make sense. There was something like that. Like, typically it was when it came to, like, AoE cooldowns. So, like, there are a couple of bosses in one of the raids I did in WoW where, you know, you should be dropping your AoEs during the damage phases, right? Because you don't have anywhere else to use them, and it's the best place to do it. And, like, I forgot one time and hit it late, and that, like, that CD put me off for every other damage phase. Shit like that happens. Like, obviously it sucks, and you probably shouldn't do it, but, like, seeing someone do that is like, oh yeah, no, I know that feel. Just, like, panic hitting it because you should have hit that, and you didn't, and you're gonna feel bad if you don't. I honestly wonder sometimes, just because of, like, cooldown drift, whether in... Holy shit. Whether in, 14 specifically, if you miss a cooldown timing, for whatever reason, like, it's just better to, put it off. Like, just wait until it lines up again, and then you're good. Opener is Huton, Doton, hide to reset charges. Suiton, GCD, Cassion, GCD, Trick Attack, Spam Ninjutsu, GCD, Love Key. I will try and remember that whenever I touch Ninja, which is probably not going to be for a while. And honestly, probably isn't going to be during Shadowbringers. I was wondering when that music was going to kick in. Where the hell is the Fate music? Or the... Sorry, the battle music. Your skill speed is fast enough you can cram 3 ninjutsus in during a true attack. I recall seeing that, at least, there's like a suggestion of how much skill speed you need. effects. Probably just down here. That other one's only got 4 minutes left. I'm leveling it right now, so it's stuck out to me during the dungeon. Oh, fair enough. I was going to say, like, I know you obviously have, like, you know, every tank and melee at 80. Oh, sorry, not... Wait, no. On that character, did you... Fuck, I can't remember now. It wasn't even that long ago. I shouldn't be having this much trouble recalling that, but... Anyway. Ninja's the only melee not at 80. Ah, okay, right. So I wasn't... Yeah, okay. But yeah, regardless, I guess, like, I knew you had them all at, well, a lot of them at 80. I didn't think you were, I didn't realize you were that familiar with Ninja, or familiar enough with Ninja that you'd be able to pick out, like, that kind of discrepancy. But then again, I guess you have to be, like, pretty fucking observant when it comes to that. No, they'll just... One of these days I'm gonna turn down, other players' effects. It's not today. Definitely not today. Isn't this one of the super bosses? I feel like this area is where one of the super bosses is. The opener is so busy that I have to practice it so I can just spot it if something is doing it right. Or yeah, fair enough. And yeah, I thought so. Seem to remember that being a thing. And it looks like no one's here, which sucks. Hopefully I didn't miss my opportunity to get this one, because I feel like everyone's going to be going to that now. Oh, unless a lot of people are doing the... Yeah. Because they're probably level synced. So I did have some extra thoughts about the Dark Knight job quest. Well, not specifically the Dark Knight, but just, like, things I said about it. There were actually 2... job quests that I thought of that did have, like, similar kind of twists towards the end. One of them was Black Mage, I think I talked about, where the whole thing with one of the people you interact with during that quest. And then the second was Warrior, which is all pretty smooth sailing until, like, right at the end where you have to face a certain someone in battle. And that struck me as, like, another, oh, okay, no. This isn't just, ha ha ha, let's learn how to be a thing. Oh, yes, you're the ultimate thing now. It's like, no. Being this thing is fucking dangerous, and we're going to show you how dangerous it is. And I feel like Black Mage, Dark Knight, and Warrior all hit that pretty well. Obviously, Dark Knight has, like, a pretty unique thing about it, because of the way it works, how it can literally embody and do things story-wise that the others can't. I don't know how I feel about the Warrior quest getting so goofy in Stormblood and Beyond. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I found it a good, like, break from things. And I don't really know how many times you can go over the whole, oh god, being a warrior is dangerous, don't get consumed by the beast within, before, like, it's just kind of the same thing over and over again. It would have been interesting, for example, to kind of explore the Aura's specific take on it. And maybe that's just because the character I play warrior on is an Aura as well. I feel like it would have been a really good opportunity to do something like that. But at the same time, that story is very much about, actually, no. I would need to go back through that before I start summarizing it like that. Needless to say, like, I get it, but I don't mind it being as goofy as it was. If only to, like, explore the ups and downs. And there is something to be said for, like, basically the emotional stuntedness that a lot of warriors in the questlines have. Actually, I don't even know if I call it that necessarily, but there's definitely something to, and I don't think they really explored it as much. But there is something to, like, one of the, like, job paths being you really need to be in control of your emotions, and that it's not just anger. Like, there are many emotions that can get in the way of you keeping your cool in battle, and that's not just losing control to the beast, and having to curb the experiences of a warrior of actually dealing with only one specific emotion, and then realizing that, no, you actually have to manage all of these. Getting distracted by someone who's hot, getting distracted by, oh god, you know, things aren't going well for me. Like, all of these things can inhibit your ability to be just in general, right? I feel like there was kind of a missed opportunity there to really go hard on that thematically, which is, it's more room later on, you know. More opportunities in, like, the few job quests we still do get and stuff like that, but yeah. Regardless, like, and to some degree too, circling back to, like, the whole Dark Knight Black Mage Warrior point, the disciplines that are dealing with something dangerous have unique opportunities to be really, like, or to, like, take that concept far. Because there's naturally a lot of danger and drama that comes from overcoming those things. It's just that, like, Dark Knight in particular, I think, does a really good job using everything it can in-universe and thematically to really make you, like, see what it is to be that. That was a really shit way of expressing that, but tanking is taking up some of my brain function right now. Also not using mitigation for some reason. Very, very smart of me. Probably try and resist the urge to do. I don't know if the healer's not keeping up, or if, like, I'm, like legitimately straining them. Not that they were losing, like, MP or anything like that, but they were probably very focused on DPS or something. Like, in the end, I like it. It was goofy, it was fun, and honestly, seeing, like, Curious Gorge become, like, a more stable and well-rounded individual has, like, a fair bit of catharsis to it as well. Because he basically turned from, you know, I've got to continue the legacy of the warriors, to being showed up by some stranger. I'm not using mitigation again, I'm very bad at this. To losing that title to a stranger, and then basically, like, realizing that he wasn't cut out for it. Who needs stability when there's spicy trauma bonding? today. Oof. Do you, like, cut your hair long or short? And did you have to cut it long or short, depending on... I have zero practical, real experience with, like, anything like that, as opposed to the... I have to get it faded the same regulation. Okay, so it is, like, kind of... I didn't want to say, tropey, because that's not the word I was thinking of, or that's not the phrase I was thinking of, but, like, it was the closest. Yeah. Oh well. At least it's the last one. No more of that shit. Well, hopefully? Question mark? It's a waste of blood weapon. Yep, I fly back to the States for good on August. Nice. God, I really don't like this boss. There's something about, like, dungeon bosses and stuff, like, shutting down a player in the party that I really do not like from a design perspective. It just doesn't feel fun. Like, did you get randomly chosen as the person who doesn't press buttons for 5 seconds? Yes? You get, like, one of them per expansion. Like, it's one thing if it's something like the first dungeon in Shadowbringers, where you get locked in place, everyone has to damage you out, and then you can leave. This boss in particular, though, just locks you in for, like, a good 10 to 15 seconds, depending on which one you get stuck in. And it just sucks. It's just not good. Like, at all. One in Bardom is very similar as well. Bardom. What the fuck? Hello? Oh shit, finally got you. It's been like a little fruit fly floating around here for like the last like 3 hours, and I wasn't able to get them until just then. Alright, time to walk through this room and spam nothing but Unleash. Oh, I should probably hit a mitigation button though. Be nice to the healers. With the healer, rather. Actually, I completely forgot. I'm still gonna do Astrologian next, I think. But one of the ones I could actually could do very quickly is Scholar, because I'm already 80. I just need to burn through all of the job quests. Right, where are you all coming from? Like, I think, if I understand correctly, like, I just have all of the level locked abilities not available to me. Might as well do Scholar before Sage buries it in the ground. Yeah. That was a bit scary. Never mind. It's still a bit scary. Okay. I'm gonna be honest. Like, Dark Knight is still really cool. I will probably like it a lot. I still don't know how I feel about not having, like, the... Oh, fuck. Right. There's still more shit to do. Like, not having Nascent Chaos is probably going to be the breaking point for me. Like, no, I'm just never playing anything but Warrior again. Because having, like, huge self-heals in dungeons is... And hell, I had a similar thought process when it came to Astrologian Newest Girl, because obviously it's changing in Endwalker, and I want to see what it was at least beforehand, where it was more like a hybrid. Or at least I deduced that it's probably more of a hybrid. Oh, it didn't quite have... And it went off... God. Like, I do appreciate the spell queuing in this game sometimes, but I feel like it's a little bit aggressive. At times. Because, like, I was trying to provoke that, soldier behind me. But... it wasn't going off because it had like 2 seconds left to go, so I stopped pressing it, and then it still went off after that. Oh shit, I just got hit by the fucking... Oh no. Shit. That is the way I want to go. Did I see the benchmark for Endwalker? I did see that the benchmark was out, and I proceeded to start it up to see what score I'd get. It was like a 21,000 or something on highest settings, so I'm pretty good. But I let it run in the background while I was not watching it, because someone mentioned to me that there was not like story spoilers, but there was enough there where there's probably some things that like I would prefer to experience in game. From what I got out of that after that. Well, really not really. Scenes in the benchmark are made for the benchmark. They don't happen in the story. Okay, right. So, let me clarify then. From the sound of it, there was something in there that may have been, like, thematically correct, although it didn't, it may not literally happen in game. Like, I don't know how true that is. I haven't seen previous benchmarks and can't, like, make a thing about it. Like, similar to how the trailer is obviously going to show some things that are going to happen, sort of, that don't literally happen in the game. It sounded like this went, like, a tad further with it and showed some, like, very specific things. Like, I don't know if there's precedent for, like... Fuck, I'm trying to think of, like, an example. But I haven't seen anything like... Okay, so, let's say, for example, that, in... Fuck. I'm trying to think of, like, what would make sense. I'm trying to think of, like, some moment from the existing story that would be equivalent to what I'm thinking of. Nah. I'll have to wait until after the boss. Is just thing? Hell. Is that the... Oh, yeah, that's fine. No, don't... Miso, no! Let's move you back into the center, buddy, so I don't double cleave any of the debris. Probably should use Dark Mind against the AoE and not that, since it's probably giving magic damage. I think that's the other thing about Dark Knight that I'm kind of like, on. And honestly, you know what? It's probably because I would almost never press, what is it? Raw Intuition once I got Nascent Chaos, so I'm probably thinking about there being one less mitigation than there actually would be on Dark Knight. Like, if I were to guess, I would assume that Nascent Chaos comes at the cost of one mitigation button that other jobs would have. But I don't know if that's true. Your mitigation on Dark Knight feels a little crusty until you get TBN. Well, Yeah, I guess it's just that, like, at this point with Warrior, you have, 1, 2, 3, 4? Yeah, you have 4 mitigation buttons, but but they all apply to all damage. The other thing is, too, that Raw Intuition has, like, a stupid short cooldown, too, which makes it feel, like, really good, because, like, you can press it in a pinch to layer on with other mitigation. You basically always have it up. I think that's, like, a thing that's throwing me off at the moment, is, like, I don't have access to something like that, and one of the mitigation buttons only applies to magic, so I'm like, oh, fuck. Like, I have to second-guess myself whenever I'm about to hit mitigation, where I'm like, okay, hang on, is the damage going to be magical? Because I may as well use Dark Mind on that and save the other mitigation for something else. Sorry. Right, so benchmark, before we get into this. Like, if a... Like, let's say that, like, a section, like, let's say that, like, I don't know, one of the beast tribes, is probably a good example of this. Like, if we were still at war with the Amalja by the time we got to Endwalker, and suddenly in the story, or in the benchmark, like, we started fighting alongside them, like, I don't know if the benchmark would be indicative of, like, a thematic thing that's going to happen in the story where we actually do end up allying with, or the fact that we saw allies who we don't think of are allies at the moment were allies in the benchmark, if that would, like, mean that that's going to happen in the story kind of thing. Because Japanese games are, like, pretty frivolous with spoilers and stuff like that. 14 has generally been pretty good about not doing that kind of thing, but I'm also still usually a little wary about it, because, I mean, hell, like, if you look back at the trailer things I got in 999, there's some shit in there. But yeah, it's that kind of thing, right? Like, and I also tend to read into things a lot, so it would prime my expectations in a way. It sounded like it had the possibility to prime my expectations in a way that I don't want. I'd rather just go in as blind as I can. Obviously, seeing the trailers and whatnot, but that's just kind of like, characters going off to here, here, and here, because luckily Endwalker seems like it's going to be covering a lot of ground, so it needed to kind of establish that. But yeah, anyway. Dark Knight Quest. The knight and the maiden fair. Sidurgu would entreat a fellow Dark Knight for aid. I can see you yet walk the path round, and it is well that you do. This is a matter I can only discuss. This is a matter I can discuss only with another Dark Knight. Swear to me that you will speak of it to no one else. Sure. I ran it on my crummy laptop for funsies and got a 648. Woof. Like, I wasn't actively watching it go, but I wonder if it's just counting the amount of frames during the entire thing. I actually don't know how long it is either, so, like, if I was, like, I think I averaged about, like, 89 frames a second on extreme. Hang on, sorry. I'm going to be a nerd and actually try and figure this out. So let's say I had 22,000. Divide that by 89 frames a second. That would have gone for about 4 minutes. I feel like it was a little longer than that, but then again, my math was kind of, like, rough there. It might just be counting how many frames it actually renders. That'd actually be pretty funny, I'm not gonna lie. The biggest spoiler from the benchmark is that the market board in Charlian is right by the Aetherite. Come on. Thank you. I should begin at the beginning. Our master, in his final moments, spoke to Frey and me in riddles. Oh, so you and Frey had a master, eh? A heart bleeds, a man weeps, a soul burns. Thence comes the darkness, to consume. Yet even in the depths, a flame endures. Submit to the flame and harness the abyss. Frey and I did not understand his words. We hoped their meaning would become clear to us in the course of our duties as Dark Knights. So we carried on, following the creed, until one day we found her. Go on, Riel. She can be trusted. Right. Lona's blessing be upon you, miss. Right then. She was fleeing from a unit of Temple Knights at the time, who were clearly intent on doing her harm. Needless to say, Frey and I took issue with that and chose to intervene. We went to ground after that, but Frey was caught out in the streets while fetching supplies. I cannot protect her around, not from the Temple Knights, not by myself. Not even sure why they seek her, only that should I fail, the light is forfeit. Help me, Raon, and I shall share with you my arts. And when we have reached the limits of my knowledge, maybe we can unravel the mystery in my master's final words together. I can offer you naught else. What say you? Yeah, sure, why not? Then it is settled. We shall both serve as her guardians. Don't you have something to say to Raon, Riel? I guess not. New Limsa? Excuse me? Yes. Why do the Temple Knights want to hurt you? Where are your parents? What do you think of Sudoku? Okay, hold on. Do I have to ask all of these things before we move on? Or is one of these a trap that progresses the story? Oh, right. New Limsa. Because the market board's right next to the Aetheryte. Yes, gotcha. I follow. Why isn't it like that in every other city? It's weird. I don't remember. Okay, then I'm gonna ask the stupid question first. He doesn't talk as much. Not since Frey left. Sometimes he hardly speaks a word. Other times... But I know he would never hurt me. Okay. Why the Temple Knights want you? They said I was an abomination. I had to die to atone for my sins. I do want to comment on something really quick here, because it stood out to me at the time. I don't know if I have seen another, like, designed NPC, or an NPC that talks, let's say, with this hair color and eye color. I don't know if that's a thing, but Uldara is the closest to the Grand Company counter, and Gridania is a medium distance to both. Yeah. I mean, that was everything. Excuse me, Rayon, was it? You look after Sid, too, won't you? Thank you. That puts my mind at ease. Right, that's enough of that. To more important matters. Like I said before, I'm not quite sure why the Temple Knights are after Riel. They seem to believe something is wrong with her, but for the life of me, I cannot imagine what it could be. However, there may be a way to find out. The other day, I overheard a curious tale from a Halion knight recently returned from Camp Cloudtop. He spoke of Vanu healers who could see their patients either. So skilled were these healers that they could diagnose ailments with a glance. Maybe naught more than a fantastical tale told by a man in his cups, but even so, there is a chance we could learn what, if aught, ails Riel. I dare say we must take it. Let us go to Camp Cloudtop and begin our search for a healer there. Isn't that part of the... Oh. Huh. I was kind of expecting we were going to go to the Vanu in, like, the latter part of, that area, but, like, that would be a later level than the level of quest we have right now, so that wouldn't make sense. Or would be hilariously dangerous if we did do that. Right then. The Vanu are not wont to parley with outsiders under most circumstances. However, they may be willing to receive us if we come bearing a suitable offering. I'm told they use Gestornis feathers in their rituals. Mayhap that would suffice. Ryan, I must ask you to prepare our offering while I look after Riel. Once you have it, we can journey to Vundu Oak Bendu together and entreat one of their healers to examine her. Yoki. It's clearly been a very long time since I've been anywhere here, because I just completely forgot how to fucking pronounce all of that shit. Ah, right, the chickens. Oh, sorry, big turkeys. Do you have any desire to do crafting or gathering? It's lower on my list than the jobs in that, because I am enjoying the combat and that a lot in this. I would consider it, though. Like, maybe in the case that, like, nothing was really leaping out to me job-wise, or, I felt that there was a really compelling reason to do one of them, I might. Like, from what I understand, they are, like, far more interesting than, like, I've experienced of crafting previously. Like, I've seen people do it, and I see that there are, like, there seem to actually be mechanics and rotations involved. Or, like, maybe not rotations explicitly, but, like, it's not just press one button after you gather all of the things. It's like, no, press these buttons in succession, build up a meter to make sure high quality, blah, 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 blah. Like, I should probably do it. Yeah, they're like mini rotations. I should probably do one or two at some point, but... Plus, it would probably be a good idea to have, like, at least, like, one crafter or gatherer, for an event kind of like the Foundation. Or, like, rebuilding Ishgard, for example. Yo, we got lore for Reaper and Sage. I did see a little bit of that. The Reaper is basically a job created by the Garleans, who reached out to the Void to create, or to, like, try and compensate for the fact that they can't use magic. Which is also very good, like, lore-wise, and specifically to do with OCs and that. That is very good for this character, because she is very much not the magic practitioner, so the fact that, like, she doesn't have to practice magic to actually be a Reaper is a good thing. Well, yeah, literally, I'm a farmer butt and I'm a healer butt. Basically, it's, like, two, like, wildly different sides of the same spectrum of, like, well, I gotta defend myself somehow, so, you know, sages pull out guns, and then the farmers reach out to the Void. What mistral gale blows Netherlings this far? Away with you, away. I have a present for you. Gastorm's feathers. Netherling knows the ways of the Vundu well. Let storm clouds give way to warm sunshine. Say your piece. You know what? Probably not a good idea to present, like, Dark Knights to a person that can, like, look into our ether. They might be kind of like, okay, hold on a second, like, she's got something interesting going on. What the fuck is the deal with you two? Did you kidnap her? Like, I feel like someone that could read your soul when you're a Dark Knight is probably, like, one of the worst people to have around you. Or at least, like, be one of the worst people you have to kind of convince that you're good to. She will do as we ask, Rayon. Bring forth the child, Netherlings. Let me look upon her face and know her heart. Soft rains to soothe your heart, little one. Do not be afraid. Drink of the winds, let thy soul take flight. Bathe in the mists and show me thy light. Come, come, show me thy light. What tempestuous winds rage beneath tranquil clouds? Great spirit dwells within you. Speak plain, Vanu. This is no child. This is... Ah! The Tremontane follows you, Netherlings. You cannot remain here. Begone from our lands. Tremontane? The fuck is that? It's not capitalized, so that makes me think that it's actually a word. Tramontane. Relating to or living on the other side of mountains, especially the Alps.
Tramontane.
Tramontane. Classical name for a northern wind. Okay, so... bad news. Bad news follows you, Netherlings. Oof. That's... Wait, I don't... Oh, God damn it. Ready your blade, Rayon. We've been followed. Oh, unless that's what the Vanu is talking about. Over there. Someone's coming. Oh, it's just a Gala cat. God damn it. Can't just let me walk over there, can you? Oh. Why do this when there are so many enemies around? Funny how the Vanu... Ah. Hello, friends. Can I help you? They're being smart and standing near the other enemies in the area. Hello? Thank you. Oh, God damn it. No, stop that. Oh, shit. That should be the last of them. Seen these ones about before. Don't answer to the Lord Commander. So I hear. Bastards thought to take us outside the city away from prying eyes. Don't want to be seen murdering a girl in the street of the Holy See, do they? Even their staunchest supporters can't abide by that. Or can't abide that. Seems our new friend has already abandoned us. Well, for it then. Back to Ishgard we go. Come along, Riel. Big. I don't know why my camera was just zoomed in on wood there, but alright. So I shouldn't be doing that anymore. I should be using the Ethernet. Had the opposite reaction than you were saying. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean had the opposite reaction? Why have we got this music in here now? I trust you no longer dispute the true nature of the Temple Knights. Murders and thieves who drape themselves in the trappings of righteousness. That the Vanu would be more concerned with the Dark Knights. Oh, right. Yeah. It's just like, okay, fuck whatever's happening to you two. What in the hell is up with this girl? Alright, I gotcha. I was confused for a second. Do you not see, Rayon? We are all that stands between them and their prey. There is no justice for these monsters, save that which we must deliver. I will see them answer for their sins, I swear it. If I have to drown in the abyss to see it done, I will. Rayon, Sid, I wanted to thank you for protecting me earlier, and apologize for getting you two hurt. Fucking turns away. This is why I've got to scroll in to look at shit like this happening, because him turning away there is very good. Don't be foolish. You naught to apologize for. In any case, at least we learned something of our enemy's motives. Not that I have the faintest inkling of what the healer meant by Great Spirit. Ooh. It's a patch of salted earth dealing unaspected damage with a potency of 60 to any... yeah. I know what that does. You learnt more abyssal magics. Words of the Vanu shaman yet trouble kindred spirits. Oh yeah, then we get the movement ability. Hell yeah. Oh, back to Dusk Vigil. I am 52 now. Does Camp Cloudtop have sick? I should have checked while I was there. That was dumb. Lore Nerd's already trying to figure out who drove the Garlean farmers to summon void monsters. Did you hear Summoner is getting a gap closer? I did hear that, yes, and I'm very happy about that. Not that... Like, Summoner doesn't need it for, like, extreme movement. Like, you have enough instants that you should be able to get around and do whatever you need to without using them. But it is still cool to have. Because I think it's the only magical range. Oh, these are only 50. Shit. Fuck, do we need to go to... Tailfeather. I forget where 52, 53 is. But yeah, I'm happy about that. It'll just be a little extra thing to do. Especially with my proclivity to, like, run out, or, like, keep range between me and the boss. Like, it'll be good to have, like, an enemy-targeted ethereal manipulation. That will be neat to have. Oh, I haven't even... Yeah, ground AoE. Whatever. I need to put that on a better button, actually. Where should I put that? I'll put it there. That's where I'd usually keep something like Cataclysm, so it makes the most sense. Not having a gap closer. I feel like Warrior didn't get, Does Warrior get that gap closer at 60 something? I feel like that's correct. It's like 62, wasn't it? I did see a great fucking meme about the tanks and their gap closers, where it's like I think it's like the Justice League, and they're all like, okay, gang, let's go, and all of them fly off screen except for Batman, and all of the tanks but Warrior are the rest of the Justice League, and then there's Batman with like the Warrior rage gauge in front of him that just says 0. It's fucking great. I think it's like 62 or 64. Yeah, yeah. Glad you're getting it earlier in this. Because movement abilities are really fun. Like, even if you don't necessarily need them. Because, like, again, Summoner really doesn't actually need a gap closer. I think, anyway. But it is really nice to have. I am really curious what they're going to do with Summoner. And from what I heard, there wasn't, like, enough information in the thing to make it, like, any guess in the benchmark to make, like, any guesses about, shit that's gonna happen. Paladin didn't have a gap closer until this expansion. Jesus. This is a super boss, isn't it? It sure is. Fuck. Actually, while I remember, I should also drag you down here. If you all across 90 seconds, Wow, you got a longer cooldown than Blood Weapon. That fucking sucks. Like, I get it, but ugh. That doesn't feel great. Fuck, that is a long cooldown. Especially for, like, what is essentially just an AoE dot that lasts 15 seconds. Hold on. Wasn't that 10? Am I going insane? I thought that was 10 for some reason. Either way, like... finish this before? Yeah, we should. That should be it. Yep. Yes. And I guess when it comes to Paladin, they probably consider that, like, the slower, chunkier... Well, flavor it as, like, the kind of slower, tank. Slower, bulkier one. But then again, like, Dark Knight's aesthetic is, like, all fucking armor, so I'm kind of, like, surprised that they get it so early in their leveling process. Although then again, maybe that's a new ability that got introduced recently, I don't know. Maybe it wasn't there from the start. We good. Healer is the Sprout, so we're not going to pull too hard. I was really close to hitting Walking Dead there. Like, holy shit, I was just not getting healed. Paladin used to be physical tank, Dark Knight magic tank. Warrior was the damage tank. Right. Yeah, and then Gunbreaker came along and was like, lol. Cute DPS. Actually, hold on, I don't think those are sorted by... Oh no, they are sorted by okay. Gotta figure out a better way to lay out these buttons, I think. I gotta remember to not just use Reprisal in situations like that too. I don't know why I keep doing it. It's a fucking bad habit. Especially for like Sprout healers too. I should probably make sure I'm like rotating them a bit better. Shadowbringers drastically changed the tank meta. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess it would have had to because it was kind of breaking the mold of the 3 different tanks. So, which I guess is kind of what's happening with Astro. Oh, sorry, with the introduction of Sage in Endwalker. So, did I get? No, I didn't. Warrior has needed like 3 or 4 rounds of buffs this expansion not fall off the cliff. Ugh. That sucks. Like, in terms of damage, or even to like, like, survivability tools. I escaped that line. Okay, good. Potency, mitigation, buff duration, replication. They see the Flash used to have to target something first. Ugh. Ugh. That's kind of gross. I mean, it happens, like... Especially when there's a big meta shake-up, not all of that is going to go to plan. Definitely isn't new to me. That only just came off cooldown now. Ugh. I can't remember what the cooldown on Death and Decay was for Dark Knights, but like, sorry, Death Knights. Oof. But I feel like it was a lot more generous than that. Might have only been like 30 seconds or something, when I think about it. Oh, actually, is that going to work on them? Oh, it worked on the Archer. Oh, interesting. I thought if you were range, you wouldn't get affected by arm's length, but it looks like as long as you're physical damage, you do. Fabulous. I'm getting used to locking in place. Yeah, I remember that. I remember hearing about that, rather. Actually, I should have saved that for up ahead. Oh, well. Whatever. So I have a question, because I did look at the Astrologians. Oh, maybe you're not the right person to ask, this girl, but I know there's an Astrologian ability that basically like copies a portion of the healing you do to a single target to another target, and I'm wondering if you could place that buff on someone and heal them with a single target heal and have it heal them more. I don't actually know if it works like that. I also probably should have saved. So I played a Blood Death Knight in WoW a lot. So it's probably going to take me some time to resist the urge to hit Salted Earth the second it comes off cooldown, which is going to suck. It's a cool ability. As a pro astrologian, I have to question why you'd even bother asking me such a question. You know what? You're absolutely right. I don't know why I asked. I should already know the answer. damn. Never mind, we are burning through this a lot. Well, very quickly. At the beginning of the stream, I was wondering, like, how big the difference between, like, the pacing of the job quests and the leveling in Heavensward, in the expansions, would be compared to, like, sub 50. But, yeah, no, it's gone quick. You saw my one healer unlocked chillin' at level 20-something. Yeah, it was a Conjurer, right? I think. And, like, if I remember correctly, you needed that for Paladin? At some stage? I don't know if that's why you had it specifically, but I do remember that being a thing. Well, at least at some stage, one of the tanks needed a healer spec. And I'm guessing that was Paladin. This is a new character that used to be a thing. Ah, okay, I see. Oh god, I should have been using Dark Mind here. Well, I'll pop that in. Paladin used to be able to cross-class arrays. Oh, okay, right. Which, god, that's bloody useful. Dark Knights, sorry, Death Knights could do that as well. I think they were like the... Oh, no, I guess like Enhancement Shaman is also melee and would fall into the category of being able to raise as well. Actually, no, wait, could you do that as a... You probably could do that as an Enhancement Shaman at some point. Blizzard's gone like back and forth with it, whether they want like specs to have like a really clearly shared or skill pool and not having that. Oh shit, I forgot about these fucking things. You come back here. Thank you. Appreciate that, sir. If this ever puts WoW on console, I'd probably give it a try again. I mean... Yeah, unfortunately, I have more issues with Blizzard than just WoW, so I'm definitely not ever going back again. Which sucks, because it means that I never get to play Discipline Priest again. And honestly, like, I really, really like Discipline Priest as a concept. I never played it at a high level, but Disc Priest was like... That's the focus. Disc Priest is just really fun. Like, I like the idea of having to deal damage to heals specifically. Like, not just having to deal damage as a healer, but specifically that bleeding off of that. Wrath of the Lich King Classic is the only thing they could do to get me to dip my toe in. Yeah, I mean... Yeah, again, I'm not ever going back, so... Doesn't matter what they do. Well, I mean, they could do a thing that is explicitly addressing the thing I have problems with, and I would be like, okay, maybe I'll consider it now. But, yeah, when it comes to just releasing video games, there's literally nothing they can do to pull me back in. Don't you fucking run away now. I just put my AoE down. Shit. Oh my god, he's gonna do it. Fuck you. Oh no. There goes the samurai. Referring to banning the Hearthstone player for free. Yes. Yes. That was the final straw. Honestly, like, to some degree, I've just gone, okay, no, I'm not, like, Blizzard games ever again after that thing. I feel like there was something else, but I can't remember off the top of my head. Anyway, let's not talk about that. Oh no! Let's talk about how I'm a bad tank. No! Oh, not this shit again. Fuck off! I'm behind the stone, you shit! Ugh. What comes from Activision and Blizzard, and what comes from Blizzard. I mean, Blizzard is just only ever releasing their staple shit. Like, the newest thing they ever released in recent memory was fucking, that's a new property, was fucking Overwatch. I guess I'm tanking the boss here now. No, the boss is staying still. I promise you I'm still a good tank. It's as far as company policy. Oh, I mean, ultimately they are the same company. Like, from my understanding, the difference is that, like, Blizzard is relatively left to their own devices, but, like, unfortunately, the thing is that, like, you can't isolate a company that's been essentially, like, is part of another company from bleeding into one another. So yeah. And, like, I think for the purposes of development, at least, like, they're fairly isolated, but, like, probably from other standpoints, they're not. And, yeah. I don't know. Like, personally, I don't like speculating about all that stuff because it is very complicated sometimes, and it's not going to be the same for every single circumstance. And I do feel that people are way too... willing to give Blizzard the benefit of the doubt just because they're part of Activision, and obviously Activision is, like, affecting them. And I feel like people kind of scapegoat Activision as a result. It does feel pretty messy. I mean, that's how it is. Company mergers are usually pretty messy things, unless they're, like, relatively small, and even then, it's probably still fucking bad. Where are you? Are you below me or above? I think you might be above me. Yes. Oh, I didn't queue up for another dungeon. Which is good, because I realize now I can do Somal. But yeah, like, in the grand scheme of things, they're not going to walk back some of the things they've done as a company, and that's the reason I do not want to support them ever again. Again, and obviously that sucks to some degree, because, like, Destruction Warlock is, like, one of my favorite... Like, in MMOs as a like, concept, I really like the idea of having to be, like, being able to cleave and literally hit another target with the exact same spells. That, like, mechanically feels really good. Same with Discipline Priest, like, I really like, getting passive healing from your damage and, like, basically managing who is getting what at what times. But yeah, it's trapped behind being associated with a company I really don't like. Anyway, enough about that. God, I forgot what we were talking about before that. Oh, I think I was talking about how, like, Death Knight, was gonna throw me off playing this, just because a tank with a placeable AoE has like a much shorter, like this has a much longer cooldown than I'm used to for that kind of ability. I should have the self-control, but like, sometimes I'm not thinking, basically. Oh, actually we're working with sprouts, so let's not charge the dungeon. Shit, man. Pretty good at the moment. Like, as someone who, okay, I'm gonna talk about it, like, just a little bit more, to, like, some degree, but, like, as a person who has been part of company merger at the moment, or is part of a company that did merge, like, there are some things, like, a lot of different fundamental processes that just get shared between them, because it will not work otherwise. And it's also, like, somewhat unfair to have, like, one part of the company that does things a little bit differently. Obviously, like, and this is, like, you know, financials, pay, time reporting on, like, a bunch of things to people higher up than that. And some of that stuff, like, eventually bleeds down into priorities, because, like, if suddenly you have to report to a bunch of people who aren't in the office day to day, and they have a very specific way they expect reporting to be done, then that is going to change the priorities in other ways to make sure that you can actually do that. So, for example, if there's reporting that needs to be done weekly, and you usually don't catch up unless it's bi-weekly, outside of like random stand-up meetings, just to kind of like see if anyone has any issues and then moving on. Like, suddenly, the way you're building around your tasks, the way you're talking about projects, like, a whole lot of stuff gets affected by that. And that, in turn, knocks other things down, too. So, if developers are usually given, like, free reign to do their thing, to make sure things are going fucking shit. Okay, I got hit with the big. Got hit with the Benny. Actually using blood weapon. Yeah, like, it just has a cascade effect. And granted, like, depending on the situation, it can have a big, smaller or bigger effect, depending on the company, the circumstances, magnitude of the change. But shit is going to change. And being part of a big AAA games business, for example, puts you into indirect or direct contact with people who have certain expectations about what their investments are going to come out like, and that is going to affect how the business looks to do things in a lot of ways. Anyway, enough talking about things that, like, are too close to my job. Let's talk about how I'm bad at this video game. I'm gonna stuff those things. Fuck. Kill it. Oh no. Midget game, yeah. I guess, like, to end that thought, like, more succinctly, I do feel for people who are making video games for Blizzard at the moment, because, like, their priority is probably not things like Diablo 3, WoW. Like, Diablo 4 obviously probably has a little bit, but, like, there's a lot of things that are going on, probably being developed at Blizzard that don't get enough resources put behind it, because it's not something like Overwatch, which has loot boxes and shit, and it really fucking sucks to, Like, not just because of things like that, but for other reasons, not support people who are doing, like, really good work and trying to be, who are trying to make things better. But, yeah. Wow, for a second I thought I was in a completely different dungeon, and I was like, wait, what the fuck are we doing here again? This isn't right. Oh my god, fucking... Really? Oh, that was on cooldown, shit. I am not paying attention. Those out of here too. Let's just... This ninja? Oh no. Doton with 2 mobs. I was about to say, like, oh come on, they're new, but like, yeah, even I know, or I have realized that it's pretty simple to be able to put together whether or not you should be using something at a certain amount of targets. They make it pretty clear to you, like, how that kind of functions. Also not using mitigation again, god damn it. Maybe I shouldn't have streamed today, or streamed this today. No. Honestly, I don't even bother with Doton most of the time anymore. Tanks always drag mobs out of it anyways. Yeah, that definitely probably happens more than it should. God, I'm still guilty of that to some degree, because I know I've definitely been guilty of that a few times. I really, really try to do that as much as I can. But when someone puts down something in a bad spot, sometimes it's just, yeah. Like, does Doton spend a resource out of curiosity? Yes, okay. So there's probably like a pretty high opportunity cost for actually using it on something that you don't need to use it on. I have 2 charges. Oh, okay. forget. Are you meant to try and kill these things? Because I feel like I've never had a group that's had the DPS to actually kill them. Although I guess the fucking red mage just did that pretty handily. I forget if that's the stack one. I forget which is which. It's been too long since I've done some art, clearly. Like, what are you supposed to use your ninjutsu on at, like, this level? Because it could be that, like, maybe they're just in a really weird gap where they don't have, like, a good, thing to spend their resources on? I don't know. Oh, Jesus Christ, this might be bad. Thank you for the bin. For boss, okay, anyway, I'm gonna trust them with that. No. For boss Suiton to get trick attack or Rayton to for max single target potency. Okay. Wait, so like at this level though, that's what you should be using it on? Because that was the key thing, because obviously I don't know, having not leveled it, but I know there are definitely some weird points. Yes, okay, fair enough. I know there are definitely some weird points sometimes where like, oh, here's a spender that's an A. I mean, fucking Dark Knight did this, where we got the AoE MP spender before the single target one. Which, like, it's like, okay, I guess I use the single target one for this, you know. And I'm not gonna not press the button because then I'm just wasting MP. You have all of your ninjutsu at 45. Oh, okay, interesting. Oh, I should have pulled all of this. It's a waste. Oh, thank you. Actually, now that I think about it, does Arm's Length really do that much mitigation? I guess if you use it a lot, it probably does, but... and I guess it's more smoothing things than anything. Because, like, I used Reprisal and Arm's Length there, and I was like, should I be comboing those two together, or should I actually avoid overlapping them? Because it feels like slowing down their attack speed and using some other form of mitigation wastes some mitigation by not absorbing another attack. So as enemies by 20%. Right, but that doesn't explicitly reduce the damage you take by 20%. It just means the attacks are spaced out by 20%. Which which isn't the same thing. Like, you only get less damage dealt to you if you skip an attack, right? And if you're skipping attacks during a mitigation, then the mitigation isn't actually doing as much as it could. That's probably like a super micromanagey thing. It's like, whatever. It's DPS dependent. Wait, what do you mean it's DPS dependent? Oh, like the form of the damage we're taking, yeah. Because if they're dealing their damage over a quick session of attacks, then yeah, it's gonna do more because it's spread over more, so you skip more attacks. But if someone has like a really slow attack speed, then yeah, it doesn't do as much. Oh, actually, I don't know if that's actually true. I guess the slower attack speed has a lower chance, or sorry, on average saves you less damage, but can often give you a lot more if, like, it delays enough to stave off a big attack. God, I can't do this thought process while I'm tanking. Too many thoughts going through my head right now. Doing? They're not attacking the boss. Holy fuck. Just caught breath weapon. Sprouts, baby. Yeah. To be fair, there is a lot of AoEs, and they can bunch around you, and, like, it definitely can be overwhelming sometimes. It's absolutely not invalid in the slightest. I reckon I can hit 54 in one more dungeon. We could probably do that. Ugh. Tank queues so fast you never get to finish a fate. So let's think about it. Like, if you've got a dot that's dealing damage as often as it can, during its duration. Like, basically it doesn't have ticks, it just literally distributes all of the damage it's going to deal over its entire duration. Slowing it by 20% would literally reduce the damage by 20%. Now, if something does its entire damage in one singular hit, where the fuck is this Fate? What the hell? Was it down in the tunnel, maybe? Took a wrong fucking turn. I probably went... Yeah, I think it might actually be below in the path to the dungeon, not along this path. And if an enemy hits you for one singular attack that deals all of its damage, all of, like, similar damage to the dot, but it hits you only once, then the 20% slowdown doesn't necessarily mitigate damage for you. Because if the damage is coming in soon enough, you won't slow the attack, therefore you still take the hit, so you take 100% of the damage. However, if you do manage to slow down the attack to the point that it never gets used, then you mitigate 100% of the damage. Effectively. Yeah, so basically, the amount of damage you can mitigate... Yeah, and then if it's 2 attacks instead, and you mitigate, and you slow it down to the point that you reduce one of them, then you mitigate 50% of the damage you are going to take. I'm trying to think of the math here, like... Because you can't mitigate 100%, because at some point, the number of attacks you are going to get hit by, you can't, like, slow them down enough to not get hit by any of them, right? So there is a flaw to the mitigation that can be gained from reducing the number of hits you take. I guess the question is, if you can mitigate between 100% damage and some percentage of damage with arm's length, is the floor of damage you can mitigate ever smaller than the amount you mitigate using something else? Arm's length gets exponentially better the bigger the pool. No it doesn't. Hold on. This music is too intense for me to think about this kind of thing. No it doesn't, because... okay, so let's remove the scenario in which you don't slow down an enemy, right? Because, yeah, of course, it's not gonna count. If you have 3 enemies hitting you constantly over that time, and you mitigate for 20% all damage reduced, or you reduce their attack speed by 20%, I think that's just the same. Like, I guess there are more, like, because there are more things attacking you, there could be, like, a bit more consistency to the number of attacks that you end up pushing back, which could be better than a single person hitting you. But I think that just tapers off the rate at which the damage mitigation you get from arm's length climbs. So, like, it's no longer completely linear. but I don't think it actually... I don't think it exponentially gets better. I don't think that makes sense. Or at least the way I'm thinking of it now, it would be. It'd be more like, what am I thinking of? Not parabolic. What? Why didn't it click? Thank you. Fucker. Like... Because I don't think... Whoa, what the fuck just happened? Oh shit, I shouldn't be standing here. Because I don't think you can get worse than 20%. Like, I don't think the mitigation can be worse than 20%. Well, actually, no, that's not true. If it's just one attack, then yeah, but that's obviously an extreme example. Fuck, I wish I was better at this kind of theory crafting, honestly. Like, I'm pretty decent at the basics, but there are some situations that, like, just starts to melt my brain. Like what we're talking about right now. Because I think as you increase the... So, okay. As you increase the attack speed of something that's hitting you... Or, sorry. As the attack speed of something that's hitting you increases, using arm's length on them becomes less mitigation that you can possibly get in the best case scenario. And I think that like, fuck, is it linear, or is it like, is it actually exponential? It's like reverse exponential. Because I don't want to say it's exponential loss, because that implies something else in that case. Actually, it's probably logarithmic. It's probably logarithmic decay. Yeah, because if you consider the best thing to get the best case scenario to get like a certain amount of attacks less than the maximum. Yeah, I feel like it's because it does taper off to a limit. Like, it literally cannot mitigate more than 20% damage. Well, sorry, it cannot mitigate less than 20% damage. In the best case scenario. Because obviously there are bad case scenarios like the one I just described, where if someone is going to hit you for a dot's length of damage in one hit, and you don't put off that hit, then obviously you're getting hit for everything. But incidentally, I'm pretty sure the higher the attack speed of the thing you're slowing down, the higher the floor is for the amount of damage you mitigate. So there is a minimum at which you mitigate. And I think that probably also tapers off at 20% again. Because obviously infinite attack speed, which is basically just dots, would be a flat 20%. God, that's interesting math. I wish I had the time to really sit down and think about that more. Because that's the kind of shit I actually really enjoy. But unfortunately, whenever, like, by the time I got into MMOs and things that would need theory crafting on that level, and had the math ability to do it, I was working a job. Like, I just could not find the time to really dedicate to that. Not that people don't do that, obviously, but I think because it was also, like, I think also because, oh my god, words, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Either way, like, I guess what I'm saying is, like, I'm not saying, like, or disagreeing or anything like that to, like, be like, oh, no, you're incorrect. It's just, like, I'm trying to think through how you would figure the things we're talking about out, because I have a gut feeling, and I think it might be wrong. Or at least, like, you've been right about so much that, like, if I do actually disagree with something you've said, I've got to actually think about it, because you're probably correct and I'm just not seeing it. Yeah, no, there would be a flaw, because all of the attacks would be evenly distributed. Because we're talking about something that, like, cycles. Yeah, so there is, like, a ceiling and a floor to the damage you can mitigate with a single arm's length. And I think both of them have logarithmic behavior, and they both tend towards the 20% limit, obviously. Seems like it's the stat. Oh my god, there's so many. Shit. Wait, hold on. Oh yeah, I don't get my, Do you get... Fuck, what level do you get, Shake It Off? Is that in the 70s? I feel like that wasn't Shadowbringers. I feel like that was earlier. 68? Yeah, I thought so. But yeah, it sucks that, like, the Dark Knight's, equivalent, of its, like, party-wide support is, like, 70-ish. I'm actually a little sour about that. Because, like, getting to the point that I was, like, correctly, or, like, seeing opportunities to use, like, the utilities and stuff like that was a really rewarding moment. Selfish tank. Yeah, maybe. Put TBN. Well, yeah. So that's like Macy and Flash. So. But, like, unfortunately, it's not the kind of button you hit when it's like, oh, here comes a big stack. Like, hitting Nacian Flash on someone before the, like, just after that happens is not... It's not mitigating any damage. You're healing them up afterward, but healers are usually better at doing that than you are. And, of course, you can do it on tanks and that, but... Yeah. Son of a... Whatever. Please come to my salted earth. I'm not coming to my salted earth. Oh, wait, no. Fuck. I forgot something really key. The Blackest Night is a shield, isn't it? I mean, it's still not like a group-wide, like, shield or mitigation, but... Yeah, I guess, okay, I guess it is actual mitigation and not healing. But, yeah. Hello again, Tiamat. Defeat you once again. When it pops, you get a... Yeah, I did see that. Which is neat. Like, it promotes you actually kind of using it. Wait, does it have to deplete? Or when it ends, do you just get that? I actually don't remember which one it is. Oh, Jesus, I got the thing there. Off GCD? It is. Oh, why would you put it at other opposite ends of the fucking arena? No. Yeah, I got the next thing too. Hell yeah. No, thank you. Fuck off. Alright, we'll do the job quest and then, I think we'll end it for the night. Considering I wasn't planning on streaming, like, going into 3 hours and, seeing the internet is back to what it should be is definitely good. Gotta remember to not go where Frey is anymore. Or where Frey was, rather. Yay. movement abilities. So a great spirit dwells within Riel. If that shaman is to be believed. We need answers, Rayan. I can think of no one better to ask than those who commune with spirits regularly. I speak of Gridania's conjurers, who can hear the voices of the Twelveswood. Or so it is said. It's just as well. Frey told me she had an aptitude for their arts. What had taken him moons to learn, she mastered in days. Wait, excuse me? Huh. Sometimes these talents run in the family, he said. Mayhap her ancestors were conjurers after a fashion. Whatever the reason, there is no guarantee it is related to what the shaman said, or why the Temple Knights wish her dead. Past experience is any indication, they will be tracking us the moment we leave the city. It's not a question of if they will attack us, but when. But you will be ready for them, I see. Oh, but you will be ready for them, I see. Then let us be off. The road should be safe so far as Camp Dragonhead. Riel is a gifted conjurer. It has to break, can't expire. Okay, yeah, cool. Right. Which I guess is easier to break on a DPS, because the shield, if I remember correctly, is based on the target's HP, max HP, not the tank's. Or not the caster, sorry. They're close. I'm not gonna feel it. Stay with Riel. I'm going to scout out the road to the observatorium. Follow at a distance. If they come, do whatever it takes to see us safely inside the walls. Good. That's a promise. Gotta remember to zoom in. Oh boy. Guaranteed to proc if you slap it on the main tank for a buster. Oh yeah, 100%. Please be safe, Sid. I'm ready, Rayon. Whenever you are. Riel the Voiceless. It's interesting that Frey actually tried to learn, to be a conjurer. Which I guess makes sense, but... Huh? Oh. Yeah, they sure have. Hi, friends. Oh, wow, they actually get off their mounts. That's neat. Well-trained Temple Knight. sure did. Oh wow, I wonder if the rest of the Dark Knight quest is actually going to be, like, escorting her all the way to Gridania. That would be neat. Rayon. Thank the gods you're alright. Gah. Should have known they would strike when we were apart. Certain to return with reinforcements ere long. We press on south into Gridanian territory. Until we reach the city proper, we cannot be assured of safety. We leave now, Riel. You can rest once we reach Stillblade Fane. Oh no, we're going straight there. Yeah. That would have been really neat if, like, basically, because in a lot of ways, like, some of the jump quests have to kind of contrive why you're going somewhere to kill people, and it's like it would be interesting to have, like, this. Usually you're chasing something. It would be really interesting to have, like, something basically chasing the job quest group, such that you all have to kind of, like, be very careful where you're moving, like, and eventually they're going to catch up. You have to plan for, and the idea, like, there's a lot of tension with, like, will they get to us before we can get somewhere, sort of thing. That'd be neat. And yes, the Conjurer's Guild. A place very well known to help people consorting in the dark arts. Hello. Greetings, Round. May I be of service? We have a girl who has a weird ether spirit. A great spirit, is it? If it please, I would examine this girl myself. It is the very least I can do for one who has ever been a friend of the Twelveswood. But where are they? I mean, they should be here. Oh, there they are. Apologies for our late arrival. Riel grew tired and I had to carry her part of the way. I could have kept walking. Our burdens need not to be our own, child. There is no shame in sharing the weight. Who's the boy? Oh no. Aha! I am Brother Isumi Yan, master of this guild. Though you will labour to believe it, young man, I am several times your age. What the fuck? You must be Riel. Rayan has told me all about you. Pray, come closer and take your ease. I ask that you close your eyes and listen to my words. Breathe deep. Feel the myriad life around you. Be as one with the world. Well... Vanu's shaman spoke true, after a fashion. Her spiritual presence belies her years. Excuse me? It is clearly not the product of training, rather an innate power with which she radiates. Akin to that of the elementals, or the Dravanians. You can't be serious. She's just a girl. Yes, she is. A very special girl. Mayhap you are familiar with the tale of the boy and the dragon Gay? Pardon? No. He says to the two Al-Ra. Hardly surprising. The Archbishop declared it a heretic's tale, and with good cause. It is a corruption of an older legend in which man partakes of dragon blood, and in doing so becomes one himself. Ah yes, a legend. It's absolutely not an actual thing in the game. I know Estinian and Alpha know very well. Haha. Rumor has it that heretics hold such rituals for this very purpose. If there is truth in such tales, perchance she has ingested the blood of an ancient dragon? What? She's not some half-crazed lunatic. She wouldn't need to be. Her parents would need to be. I make no accusations, only offer a possible explanation. Moreover, who is to say that she did so knowingly? Yes, that's very true. Again, parents. You... Excuse me, pray forgive me. I did not mean to cause you distress. You have nothing to fear, my child. You are in perfect health and blessed with 2 loyal guardians. Would that others could say the same. I think Riel would benefit from a brief respite after returning to Ishgard, unused to the rigors of the road as she is. Why not show her to the Carline Canopy? An eel pie can do wonders for the soul. We thank you for your time. I do find it funny that, like, just because of the character I picked for this, that it's the 2 Aura who are now dealing with a young child who has potentially ingested ancient dragon's blood. I don't know, I find that kind of ironic in some way. Well, I mean, hell, like, Sidurgu's whole thing is basically being persecuted for being an Aura in Ishgard, and now, like, he's basically safeguarding the life of a young girl who may be part dragon? In spirit? Fairy tales and fantasies. This is what he has to offer us. Heretics, I understand, but I expected better from the bloody head of the Conjurers Guild. And you, why didn't you speak up for yourself? Riel. There were no windows, just walls of stone with little cracks to tempt your fingers and iron bars colder than ice. I couldn't tell when it was raining, whether it was day or night. She didn't say I drank blood. All she said was, "It's better this way." At least, if they catch me, they'll just kill me this time. Jesus fucking Christ. Can I finish my apple? Go ahead. It's not a sin if someone made you do it. I didn't. I won't let them hurt you. I know. You want another one? No, thank you. Right then. God, I want your sword so bad. Keep an eye on her until she's finished eating, would you? I could do with some fresh air. I guess I'll just stare awkwardly directly at her while she finishes her fucking... oh. What the fuck? She wasn't there just a second ago. Thank you for waiting for me, Rayon. Shall we go and find Sid? Well, I've had my fill of the forest. Back to Ishgard then. I think Riel and I can manage on our own for now. Shall we? I'm gonna be honest. I think, like, establishing that her going anywhere near Ishgard is gonna get, like, a lot of Temple Knights on her cases. You probably could have just ended the quest here for the time being. But I guess they were also hard set on, like, keeping the, job quest NPC in Ishgard. I don't know, that seems silly to me. It's just like a little thematic thing that's like, I don't think it's just safe. Like Sidurgu's line there, where he says that "Nah, we'll be fine," is like, bro, we got chased down by knights, like leaving the city. I don't think you're just fine. That was a blessedly uneventful journey. The Temple Knights were still nursing the injuries you gave them. Riel was worried they might try to ambush you on the road, but I assured her you would be fine. And that's alright, because... and yes, of course I would be fine, because I have the power of teleportation. Unlike most people in this story. I must apologize, Ryan, for all you have done for us. I fear I have yet to adequately recompense you. I will continue to share with you what skills I can. Alas, I fear we near the limits of my knowledge. Pension! Yay. Alright, you're going directly there. Right, you have a cooldown too, don't you? So I guess you're going on the bars as well. I'm gonna have to reorganize this soon. Original sins. Sidurgu recognizes that desperate times calls for desperate measures.
Deals unexpected damage with a potency of 200 to the target and all enemies nearby it. Restores own HP.
In the lore, anyone can teleport, but the intercity shards would exhaust a normal person for like a day. Oh, fuck. Okay, fair enough. I guess that makes sense. And like considering the magic used is touched upon somewhat with flow, and that flow is like disastrous to use because it just sends you across the live stream. Yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. Yeah. Let alone cross-continent travel. Yeah. Warriors of Light are just built different, I guess. Yeah, that's gonna be it for me tonight. I think I'll probably wait to stream... Oh, maybe I should stream Wednesday night instead of Thursday. I'm gonna have to figure that one out. Yeah, so during the week, I'm gonna do at least one stream of Strikers. I'll probably do it on Friday night as well. But on Saturday, I think it is. Let me double check. Yeah, it is Saturday. Saturday this weekend's gonna be no stream. Actually, that is like 3 o'clock, isn't it? Maybe I could do a short morning stream. I have to think about that. I've got a wedding to go to on Saturday. So it's not just like something I can be like, it could be a few minutes late for that. It's like, no, I'm getting there at 3 o'clock. I don't know, maybe I'll do something short in the morning, but likely not a stream then. But I will be doing VLR as much as I can over the weekend, besides that. However, much like this past weekend, it's probably going to be late in the day, depending on how the festivities go. But, yeah. Don't sag the wedding. How dare you? Excuse me. So yeah, I'll figure out when I want to stream Strikers. It might be on Wednesday, just to space it out between then and Friday. And Friday night we'll do some more Strikers as well, because I need to burn through that game. If I put it off anymore, I'm gonna completely drop it, and I don't want to do that. I want to reach the end of that. So yeah, that's about it. So thank you very much for watching live or on the VODs. I really appreciate it. Hope you all have a lovely day, and I hope to see you all next time. Oh, actually, hold on. I just had a thought. Well, we should probably see if anyone's streaming. No. Oh, that's a shame. Dang. Yeah, anyway. Goodbye for real now. No. Sorry. Thought I remembered something, but no, that's not today. Yeah. Hope you all have a good night. See you later.